Okay.
And I'll stop.
I was like, what is that noise?
That is Yub Nub from episode 6.
Is that the original song, or is that...
It's not the celebration from the
Wheelie
version.
song. Yeah. Hello everyone, and we are here to do a spoiler session of this tiny little film that is wrapping up its story since 1977.
Yep.
And that is
for the second time they're wrapping up the story.
Yeah, I saw some Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan joke where it's like it's what. No, it's May 1983. I'm seeing the final Star Wars film seeing the final. It's May 2005 and seeing the final Star Wars film. It is 2019.
I'm seeing this final Star Wars film.
Yeah, let's wait till episode. I mean, I can't wait for those Game of Thrones people to do it. Oh wait.
Yeah, I think they were kicked off ages before they actually had their announcement.
It's because of the Netflix deal.
Yeah.
And how it's like Kathleen Kennedy thought they couldn't focus on one or the other, and
it's not like they had plenty of source material to work from with Star Wars. It's not like there's like 30 plus years of bloody continuity they could have easily just pulled out of their friggin' asses. Oh wait, no. None of that stuff exists according to Kathleen Kennedy.
That's weird when she said that. There's no... we don't have comics. We don't have video games. We don't have novels.
What the hell was I reading? What the hell was I reading for the last 3 months leading up to Rise of Skywalker then?
I'm like, time out. You know there's this thing called extended canon, right? But
hey, she's the one that obliterated it, so she bloody well should.
Yeah. I mean, what everybody's asking for, what? Knights of the Old Republic? That's basically is that Obi-Wan, but we got one already.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the Obi-Wan.
Yeah. Anyway, we're talking about Rise of Skywalker, the final film in the Skywalker saga, as they're calling it.
It's funny how I heard that back in 2005 as well, but that's interesting.
It's a thing. I didn't care for the film. You did.
I saw it twice in 24 hours. Yes. That's how much I enjoyed it.
Yes. Yeah. And I had to be Mr. They played it too safe because what happened with Last Jedi. That's probably what my point of view is with the movie.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
Are we just going to jump straight into spoilers, or are we going to just go through it?
Well, the thing's called... It is called a spoiler discussion.
Well, that is true. Yeah, we can just jump through it. All right.
Yeah. Rey is the Emperor's granddaughter.
Yes. As soon as she said that, because I saw it once by myself in cinemas, and I saw it at the drive-in, and as soon as that moment happened, since then, because the second time I saw it with Kat and my son at the drive-in, and as soon as that moment happened where it was revealed who she was, I have not stopped saying Rey Palpatine whenever we've spoken about it, because I'm just like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Do you want to just do something very, very quickly?
Yeah.
You say something that you like about the movie, and then I'll jump in on something that I don't like.
Okay.
Now I'm trying to think of something that I didn't like about it.
Yeah. Kylo Ren getting his redemption arc.
You like that?
I didn't like... No, I didn't like that.
Didn't like it. Right.
Because I was like, well, he's not Kylo Ren now. I'm like, okay, that's just a cop-out because it's like saying... I don't know, maybe I'm watching too much true crime stuff, but it's like someone saying the devil may be doing it a little bit. Like, it's not... Yeah, I found that a little bit of a cop-out. But the thing is
about that was Darth Vader got redeemed at the end of episode 6 after he had years and years of just slaughtering people. People are okay with him being redeemed at the end of that movie. He was Space Hitler, for God's sake. This guy, if the people are okay with that, they should be okay with him being redeemed in this. Plus, I mean,
kill Han Solo.
But he also got redeemed in the eyes in that whole scene. Anyway, there's just so much there.
Yeah.
Personally, I love the redemption.
Yeah. I felt that the movie had no consequences because the whole thing of like, oh, Chewie's dead. Oh no, he's just captured by the First Order.
Okay, that's okay. Yep, scratch that. That's the one part I didn't like.
Or
Was
see,
how it was how quick it was. It was basically like 30 seconds, he's dead.
Yeah.
Then 30 seconds later, oh, he's fine. He's just captured.
Yeah. C-3PO, it has that emotional speech that we see in the trailer.
Yeah.
And he's going to have his memory wipe. Oh no, R2-D2 has a backup version of his memories. I was like,
I don't know. I don't know if I think that's a bad idea.
Kylo Ren gets stabbed, but don't worry, Rey gets healing powers. Like, unless you're the bad guy, none of them get. There's no consequences in this movie. It's like they wanted a happy-go-lucky ending. That's what the thing was. And I just felt like this whole movie was trying to be safe because the moment they change something, we get the Last Jedi stuff all over again, where we get angry fans.
I don't know about the healing thing.
Yeah,
I kind of like that because of the fact that because that whole scene is really like that scene and what happens specifically afterwards. And by the way, we're going to be jumping around this during this entire thing. We're not going to be staying on topic.
No.
Well, I mean, Star Wars, but not like in continuity, like in chronological order. I like that whole thing about Han, about that scene that leads on to another scene. That's the start of Kylo's redemption. And I really like that because it's like, okay, no, not everyone around me is going to treat me like crap. I can actually start to forgive people. And then we have perhaps the best scene in the entire movie happen afterwards.
Oh, right. Han Solo comes back for Yeah.
I'm happy when I see Han again.
Yeah. Yep. But, yeah. You know what's the difference between this version of Han Solo and the Solo standalone film?
What?
It will make money.
Oh, snap!
That I was like, yeah, okay.
Well done. Well done.
It will make money. Because so is the first and only Star Wars film that has ever bombed at the box office.
I cannot not defend that film.
Yeah.
From a story point of view, I cannot defend that. I cannot not defend that film.
I just saw it as it's a western. It's a sci-fi.
However, one part I do not like in that film. Solo. But anyway.
Yeah, I'm like, why do we need to know the origins of his name? Like the last I checked, I get given our names.
Yeah.
Anyway,
back on topic.
On the Han Solo that we know, all it is Kathleen Kennedy and J.J. Abrams calling Harrison Ford to say, "Hey, can you play Han Solo for a day?" And then it's like, "Sure, kid."
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's go away from this because we're just going to go on a huge tangent because obviously we have difference of opinions on the Han Solo part and all of that.
But I like yeah. I mean, I like seeing Harrison Ford in it. I just I know what it was heading at, and I'm like, he slaughtered and killed planets. I don't know.
He didn't though. The First Order destroyed planets. He wasn't even on Starkiller Base when that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Anyway,
the Emperor. Let's go to the Emperor.
Yeah, the Emperor. The thing that they revealed 7 months ago.
Yeah.
That the Emperor's back somewhere.
Yeah.
So
what did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it. Yeah.
Me too.
You know what? I mean, the actor who plays him, since the Phantom Menace and all the.
No, he also played him in Return of the Jedi.
Oh yeah, Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
George Lucas is like, for continuity's sake, can you please be front of a green screen and say these lines that the previous actor said?
That was Empire, but in Return of the Jedi it was Ian McDiarmid.
Oh, was it? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. He did well, and when Rey and the Emperor's doing their big spiel, like Return of the Jedi, he it works. It goes well. The power of the scene where like all the powers of the Jedi is into Rey. I thought,
I know exactly what you're going to say.
That was really good.
No. About the actual I am the Sith.
I am the Sith.
And I am the Jedi. That moment. Do you remember that? Yeah.
I saw it.
Cat turned to me.
Said Iron Man.
Yeah, she said that's just out of Marvel. I didn't even think of it until that point because I was so invested in it.
yeah. And we got all these little voice cameos. Because clearly, like, you know, Liam Neeson in the original in Phantom Menace did not say the word "way." I mean,
they actually got him back.
Yeah.
I
mean, even Hayden Christensen. That's the guy.
That's the guy.
They got him to do the whole thing of like balance the force like I did.
I'm pretty sure they even got the voice for Luke, not for Luke, for the Clone Wars Anakin and Obi-Wan to say a few lines.
Which is weird because you got.
I know.
Ian McGregor coming back as Obi-Wan for the Disney Plus.
I know.
It's like, hey, before you do this show, can you just say like both just say a line or two? He even did it for Force Awakens. So
he did. That was a mix between him and what's his name, the original guy. Oh, what the hell is his name?
Riddler guy.
They got the guy that played Obi-Wan in the original trilogy. Oh God, why? Alec Guinness.
Alec Guinness. They probably got some voiceover guy, like they did for Solo. I would say this: don't make Solo 2. Make a Darth Maul series with. No,
just tie all of it into the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Have that show be about Obi-Wan just messing with the Crimson Dawn and just being
but there are people out there who are sticklers with canon and how like it happened. They didn't met until that scene in Rebels, that kind of thing. But
Oliver went off the island for like 3 years, and apparently he was in hell for the entire 5 years on the island.
Here's the million-dollar question. Obi-Wan, who do you think will be, or who do you want to be the villain more, Vader or Darth Maul?
Maul.
Maul? Yeah.
Yeah, I'd absolutely want more than Vader.
Yeah, because the whole thing about, like, the last time...
I think the stakes are more personal with Maul.
Yeah, you cut me in half.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
cut me in half, and I get it, I kill your master, I get it.
Yeah.
The big thing about Palpatine is they link Rey and Palpatine as family members, and have the family, her mom, her parents as people who were related to someone who didn't want to be related to someone.
Yeah.
For good reason.
Absolutely.
Yep. And
so her dad is Palpatine's son.
Yeah. And how everything kind of wrapped together. Which, here's the thing with the criticism with the first hour. I enjoyed the Indiana Jones in space thing.
Yeah.
But it did felt a little bit of, it's an hour of retconning. A little bit.
Of The Last Jedi?
Yeah. The whole thing of...
I mean, I have heard that criticism quite a bit.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, I don't know, like, it is retconny, but it's not like, oh, those events didn't happen. It was all just in Rey's head. That's all. It was just, it's similar to what Obi-Wan Kenobi did. Everything he said was true from a certain point of view. He didn't lie to her. He just basically kept stuff from her.
Yeah.
And that's what I liked.
Yeah. And, yeah. But, all the scenes that is dealing with him and every
I like
scene that
the fact that he was Snoke.
Yeah, he was Snoke.
That was really good because like, it actually was like originally like when this trilogy started out, it kind of felt like it was really disconnected from everything else. Yeah. Like it didn't really have anything. So by retroactively making Snoke just a puppet of Palpatine, it kind of brings it all together a bit. And I'm just like, okay, this actually does make a lot of sense. Palpatine absolutely do this, and it's even present in like the video games and stuff, like Operation Cinder from Battlefront and stuff. Like he has had plans where he has been dead, but just hasn't been brought back to life yet. So this just makes sense for me.
Yeah. And, you know, we see cloning in a way, because you see that big tube that has nothing but Snokes.
Yeah. I think there's about 2 or 3 Snokes in there.
Yeah. Which is something that is a prequel-related thing.
That is true.
Which they, since Disney bought it, they kind of were a little bit like, do not touch the prequels.
Yeah, except for maybe bringing back Clone Wars.
Yeah. Don't trust the prequels. People don't like the prequels, and then slowly they realize.
I think the second time in like an official Disney thing that they've actually mentioned like a film from the prequels, it's like Luke Skywalker in Episode 8 when he was saying Palpatine turned my father and whatnot. You know.
Yeah. I think now they're starting to realize, there is a whole generation of people who enjoyed those films. So it's like, okay.
Well, I'm part of that. I don't exactly like the prequels as much as other people our age seem to. But I do appreciate it's actually getting acknowledged in canon.
Canon.
Yeah.
It's like the first talk, they speak of the prequels as like the family member that you don't talk about. It's like... Now it's like, okay, we had to embrace them. Yes, okay, come in. You know, invited the Christmas dinner all the time and that kind of thing. Here's the thing, guys. If you ever wonder what happened to Jar Jar, read Aftermath. Jeez. They used
which is it in the first book of Aftermath or in one of the other ones?
I have no idea. I just know they used the fandom as a way to.
Yeah. He just became a depressed clown.
The kids loved him, but the adults really want to
That doesn't sound familiar.
No. Yeah, because that's basically what happened. All the kids are like, we love Jar Jar, and then the adults are like, who the fuck is this? Anyway, why is a Skywalker? Let's say this: Lando is in it.
Yeah. Did you see his appearance coming at all?
Yeah.
Yeah, because like as soon as like he shot someone in the head, I was like, okay, it's a masked figure. It's basically Return of the Jedi. This part with like Leia revealing herself with the mask and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of felt like Lando was a little bit underused. Like he kind of showed up at the beginning, and then at the end, and that was kind of it.
I mean, I can definitely see why you'd think that, but like he's not exactly in Harrison Ford shape for an old man, so he probably can't like just run around and whatnot. Oh, also that's another thing that pisses me off about Lando Calrissian. They don't mention L3,
and it's funny because it's canon.
I know.
And if you're like, well, in the movies, if you only care what happens in the movies, that is film canon. So. He's in it.
It's literally my favorite Disney Star Wars film.
And
I'm just like, what the hell? He's a huge part. He literally cried over it, and I was just like, whatever. I got the Falcon back. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Well, we talk about Luke shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's one. I kind of felt it came a bit too late, or they shouldn't have had that at all. Only because it felt like it was way too soon after Han Solo showed up. I definitely don't want to get rid of the Han Solo scene because that's important in Kylo Ren's character arc.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like you could have just had like just like Rey just standing there and whatnot. Like they didn't like throwing her into the fire, but like she's like just trying to look for like a way off the island or something like that. And stuff like she is burning stuff, and then like she's just looking over, and then all of a sudden the thing Luke's X-wing rises, and then she looks behind her, and that's his cameo in the movie. That would have been good. Yeah.
I thought it was like, okay, this is Obi-Wan talking to Luke before heading to the final
kind of
battle.
Mixed with Yoda from Empire.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe for me, it just felt like too similar. It felt too like, the criticism with Force Awakens of it feels like a remake of New Hope. I kind of felt like it was just a rehash of the previous, like the ones that worked, to the point it's like, come on, give me something new and give me something.
But you know what people say: history repeats itself.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I mean, that is fine. Like it's not like there's ever a scene in this movie where, Rey gets knocked off a speeder bike and then comes into contact with an Ewok. I would have been like,
and we saw,
I don't know. I know.
I just realized what we should do. We should do like a not live but a commentary on the Star Wars holiday special someday.
I'd be down for that. I've got some thoughts on that people don't seem to actually have.
just listen, and play the game. How long can we watch this? Basically, knowing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I showed it to Kat for the first time during this whole thing, and she liked the Harrison Ford bit, same as me.
She's like, am I on an acid trip?
Yeah.
Acid trip. Oh, look, it's Boba Fett for the first time.
Oh no, she hated the animation.
Yeah, but it's the 70s. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not the best. We see young Carrie Fisher and young Mark Hamill.
The Mark Hamill one looks pretty good.
Good. The Carrie Fisher
one.
Once again.
It was just the same problem that Rogue One had. My god.
It's like, Carrie Fisher, we can't de-age you. We can't even James Dean you. I
just thought this movie was way too much rehashing of stuff that came before.
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, that is fair. That is a fair criticism. But I don't know, and to me, I think, sure, there's certain, things that, people expect from a Star Wars movie. But, I think that, it works well enough to actually be different enough from everything else.
Because in my head, I was like, Star Wars is that franchise of, if you do something new, like Last Jedi, you go and piss off.
Yeah, you get ridiculed for it. If you're too similar, you get ridiculed for it.
It's damn you do, damn you don't.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was saying to Kat earlier. When we were watching Force Awakens and Last Jedi back to back, we were like, this is so strange.
Yeah. And, you go to Wikipedia and see racer. Oh God! Oh jeez. Yeah. The last you get fans telling directors to fuck off on Twitter and all that kind of stuff. And it's like, can we just like a movie and say, hey, I didn't like it. Can we move on? It's like,
I know. I mean, hell, look, we're not bashing each other up about it. You don't really like the movie. I personally really like the movie. We're not. We're just being civil about it.
Second floor, fuck off. No.
Back to you.
Yeah. Finally gets his medal.
I know. I loved it.
Yeah. Let's see. What else? Let's talk about. The final fight scene between Rey and Kylo Ren is pretty well good.
Yeah. I have a feeling that they were actually supposed to be known actors under those masks with the Knights of Ren.
Yeah.
Because you've heard the stories that you've heard Matt Smith was supposed to be one of them.
Yeah.
I have a feeling he still is. But because I've seen one or two reviews that they cut about 2 hours of this movie. It was supposed to be 4 hours long originally.
Yeah.
That they were supposed to be revealed at some point, but then they just weren't.
No. Yeah, it'll probably be Endgame when they'll release it on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just amend it. We want the Matt Smith Leia scene anyway. Whovians.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, has to have released the Matt cut. I don't know. I don't know.
Just have Kylo Ren's face. Just have Matt Smith on it.
Yeah. It is one of those movies where I mean, it's split with audiences and critics. This movie.
Yeah, it's weird, and out of everyone, I did not think that you would come down as hard as what you have.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like, it was just so good in my opinion.
Yeah.
But
I like the ending. I like the last scene as like, hey, this is the cap off. This is the.
No, that is very true. Yeah.
Yeah.
However, no.
But I did felt maybe Anakin should be there also, but
I didn't like it part because Rey denied her family history.
Mm-hmm.
By being like, I'm Rey Skywalker. No, you're not. No, you're not.
To be fair, I wouldn't want to be called Rey Palpatine. I
know, but it's just the fact that she, like, I get it. It's probably in like honor of like Luke Skywalker and Ben and stuff. And I was like, okay, I get that, but I'm just like, you're denying your family history. I mean, technically, fans do get what they want now. She's a descendant of Skywalker, technically, but not really.
Yeah. Yeah.
I liked how kind of the Poe Dameron kind of felt more like Episode 7 Poe Dameron rather than Episode 8 Bitch Boy Poe Dameron.
Yep. Well,
he was actually able to be the Han Solo of the series, like it was always designed to be in this movie, and that was just cool.
Yep. Let's see. But here's the thing. It's one of those things where, like, okay, it's the ending of the Star Wars as we know it.
Yep.
It'll be interesting what they're going to do after it.
Just more Mandalorian and Disney Plus stuff.
Yeah, probably until they figure it out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Kathleen Kennedy finds a director that she doesn't kick off in 2 months.
Yeah.
I don't know. Why don't you just get one of the books and do a adaptation or something? I don't know.
That would be decent.
Yeah. What about Thrawn? Yeah. Everybody likes Thrawn. Like,
but Thrawn is in Rebels, you see.
But there's like Thrawn books.
Yeah, I know, but the current canon Thrawn books are in continuity with Rebels. What about Darth Bane? I don't know about the Darths because I do not care about the Jedi and the Sith.
Oh, Mark Hamill has another role in The Rise of Skywalker, I just realised. He's that green dude who gets his head chopped off on the front of the First Order's desk.
Is that Mark Hamill?
I think so because he's done a lot of voiceover stuff, so I was like,
you probably recognize his voice. Yeah.
Yeah. I did felt the final battle would be a bit short. I won't lie. It felt
I didn't notice it the first time, but after watching the second time, like I actually completely agree with you.
It's like it's the final one, guys. Just go forward. I kind of just felt like they should just like hour one after the first hour, just do a giant big battle. And it's like a 30. I don't know. Definitely Hallows it.
But then you get kind of I know you haven't seen these movies, but then you get like Matrix Revolutions, and people don't really like that movie because it's just a giant battle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I was thinking like Deathly Hallows, like.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like in where like you got the battle happening, but you also got a lot of character stuff in it.
That's true. I mean, I guess it's kind of like Return of the Jedi, really, because that's exactly what happens in that movie. You got the character stuff on the Star Destroyer, and then you go to the Death Star, and then it's the giant battle. Yeah. Now that makes sense. Yeah. No, it did feel really short compared to what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's for your thoughts and my thoughts.
Yeah.
Of Rise of Skywalker as the 20 minutes of us talking about it.
We both thoroughly enjoyed it, and we hope to hear all the comments about everyone else who thoroughly enjoyed it. Both of us equally enjoyed it. There's nothing else we can say about it. There's no real proof that neither of us didn't enjoy it. So I'm just going to say we both enjoyed it. So that's